Welcome to Wisdom for the Day. This is your daily dose of insight and inspiration, where we explore the timeless wisdom of the book of Proverbs. Each episode is a short 5-minute journey covering 2 proverbs in order, guiding you through the entire book in a year. Join us for thoughtful reflections and practical advice to enrich your life and elevate your day. Wisdom for your day starts now. Today is day 233. We're in the 19th chapter of the book of Proverbs, verses 25 through 27. If you punish a mocker, the simple-minded will learn a lesson. If you correct the wise, they will be all the wiser. Children who mistreat their father or chase away their mother are an embarrassment and a public disgrace. If you stop listening to instruction, my child, you will turn your back on knowledge. In verse 25, the man who insults other people might not learn from his punishment. In English, we say that a man has a closed mind. Now, this means that he refuses to learn from anybody else. But other people can learn when they see this man's punishment. Simple people do wrong things because they've not learned to be wise. Simple people will learn that when the evil man receives his punishment, they'll see it then. They'll see the punishment, so they'll realize that the man is evil. They'll learn that the man's actions were wrong. They themselves will begin to learn wisdom. In English, we also say that simple people have an empty mind. This means that they have learned very little so far. They might learn if they get a shock. If a wise man does something wrong, then you should correct him because he's wise and he'll learn from the correction. He'll become even wiser. He's teachable. We say that a man like that has an open mind. That is, he wants to learn even if the truth is painful. Now, this proverb just points out that a scoffer, or a rebel, or a fool, and a simple-minded person are not the same. If you punish a scoffer, then they might just become more defiant. But someone who's open to learning might understand and stop resisting God's wisdom. In verse 26, this son doesn't do just one evil thing. He does many evil things. His parents can't control him. They have to avoid him, and they can only pray for their son. The son's going to suffer for his own evil actions. Now, this verse describes a child who causes trouble by stealing from one parent and pushing the other away, bringing shame and disgrace. In verse 27, this is the only verse in Proverbs 10:1 to Proverbs 10:22 where Solomon speaks to his own son. These chapters form a very long lesson. Now, maybe Solomon's son is tired. Maybe the son wants to do something else. But he cannot walk away. He needs to listen to this lesson. He needs to learn this knowledge. He has to be patient and learn more. This verse warns us that if you stop listening to wise guidance, you're going to stray from God's ways and not understand God's laws. So let me ask you, do you need to be whipped to gain wisdom and understanding? Do you? Well, that wraps up today's episode, but come back tomorrow to pick more of King Solomon's brain. For some free Wisdom of the Day merch, visit buymeacoffee.com/renewed mindsets. While you're there, don't forget to join our community as a member. The executive producer of Wisdom for the Day is Yelena McClellan. The co-producer and spiritual advisor is Kimmy Shirley. Intro and outro music by Weston McCurry. If you enjoyed the show, spread the word and share it with a friend. Until next time, I'm Rick. I love you. See ya. Hey, let me ask you, do you ever feel defeated as a Christian in these times we live in today? Well, I have a podcast for you, God's Loving Sacrifice. My friend Gayla does a Bible study to help you strengthen your walk with the Lord in today's crazy world. She encourages you to share the gospel and the love of Christ with the world in need. So listen at godslovingsacrifice.com or whatever podcast app you use. God's Loving Sacrifice, the true essence of faith in God.